Okay, 2C, let's put our writing hats on now. We're going to do a little writing lesson here. So I have this lesson set up as a Google Slides. So what you'll see is all the slides are on the side, the left-hand side, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and a fifth one as well. So click through them one at a time, read the information, and follow the instructions. The first slide is just a review slide, so it talks about our parts of speech that we've worked with, our nouns, which are people, places, or things, our verbs, which are action words, our adjectives, which are our descriptive words, and remember those words are always describing nouns, or most usually describing nouns, and that's where you'll find your adjectives is right before your nouns. And lastly, the last part of speech that we've been working with is our adverbs, and they do exactly what they say they do. They add to the verbs, and they are words that end mostly in ly, and so we have worked with quite a few adverbs, and you should be familiar with those parts of speech. Okay, so once you've reviewed that, then go on to the second slide. The second slide is identifying those parts of speech. So to start, you're going to have to write those 4 sentences out that I have there. The first one, happy, silly Jimmy Joe quickly sprinted to the sunny, massive playground. Number 2, the crazy gray squirrel is amazingly jumping over the large wooden fence. Number 3 is smart, inquisitive Jenny Joe studiously completed her fun, engaging homework. And the last sentence is the fiery hot sun brightly shone over the beautiful snowy mountains. So what I want you to do is underline the adjectives in those sentences, circle the adverbs, and draw a rectangle around your verbs, your action words. So remember, your adjectives are describing your nouns, your adverb describes your verb, it's right before your verb, it's the ly word, so identify those parts of speech. And then when you go on to the next slide, you'll see all of the parts of speech identified for you. So you can mark it, check your own work, be honest, and then go on to the next slide. In the fourth slide, what I'm asking you to do is write some sentences for me. So this will be a little bit more difficult because you don't have your writing books, but you can do it. You can use the adjectives and adverbs that you saw in the sentences that you worked with already, or you can come up with your own. Now, as again I said, it's going to be a little more difficult without the writing booklets, but do your best. You should be able to remember some, and you can always ask your parents, but I'm hoping you can do this mostly on your own. Okay, after that, once you're done writing your sentences, eventually what you'll be able to do once we get into Google Classroom in the next couple of weeks is you'll be able to share those sentences with me. But for this one, I'm asking you in the last slide to share your sentences with your parents or somebody from your family. Now, I'm jokingly saying you can share your sentences with your dogs and your cats and your pets and your goldfish, and if you want to, go ahead, but I'm not sure that they would be good listeners. So try to find somebody like a sibling, sister or brother, or a grandparent or a parent that you can share those sentences with, and show them how you turned those boring Snoozeville sentences. For instance, the first one is the dog ran around the yard. Oh, Snoozeville. So show your parents or whoever you're sharing these sentences with how you made those Snoozeville sentences into interesting sentences by adding adjectives, strong verbs, and an adverb. Okay, have fun with that, and create good sentences. You can do it. I know you can. And like I say, in a couple of weeks, we'll be able to start sharing those.